Hi, I'm Steve, and welcome to this very first episode of It's the Purpose, Dear. Every week, I ask my friends Nadia and Laurent all your questions about purpose and its beautiful ways to make life more meaningful. Today, we'll explore the fear of change. Let's jump in. So, some people rather stick to what's familiar to them, even if this means staying in pain. But for others, the uncertainty that comes with change can lead to uncomfortable feelings. But why is that? We can maybe relate it to a kind of catch-up effect, a phenomenon that occurs where we want to make changes in our lives and fear that things that have made sense all along will not follow the newness that is coming. It's kind of a fear of disconnection with things and people we like and of finding ourselves in uncertain situations.
If there is change and insecurity and you have no reference point, you focus on these emotions and the change and the insecurity. But if you have a reference point, you can connect from where you are now and you can build bridges.
So what do? We create a reference point that is true to us. And this point is a purpose.
If we have a purpose, we know that there is some kind of stability. There is something that will not easily change or will change very slowly, and where we can go back to and say like, okay, there's change. How can I look at it with my purpose or with our purpose?
Looking at things with a purpose really changes your perception. When we look at events around us with its help, we feel instantly guided.
We also sometimes call purpose a lodestar, like a guiding star that is above everything. In a situation of change, in a situation of insecurity, in a situation of emotions, if you have something written, your purpose of the team, you can go back to a place where you can trust, this is me, this is what we really want.
And what guides us in the purpose is its grounding within us, because the more grounded it is, the more things around us will be perceived according to it.
When we talk about purpose, we also sometimes use the word purpose glasses. It means that if you have a purpose, you see the world is the same, and you see the things that match your purpose, that contribute to your purpose, the people and the things. And the things that do not contribute to your purpose or are not helpful, you don't see them.
And change is then welcomed in a place of security.
It takes away all the noise and all the things that are not helpful. So you can go about the change in a more relaxed way. You can look at it with this space of stability and say, like, what does it mean for what I said to myself?
It looks like it means that a purpose acts like a filter, and we progressively start to apprehend situations in a more conscious way.
We talk about really thinking about what can I try out that contributes to my purpose? What can I do more to make my purpose true? What can I do less to let my purpose shine more? And I think it's a practice that for the first few times feels new and unusual, like any new practice. But after a while, you're so used to kind of putting everything into connection with your purpose that even the most scary things, you will be able to see the connection. It's a matter, I think, of training and of getting used to it.
And once trained, the purpose not only helps you face changes, but also serves you in your decision making, because it dissipates fear.
Fear is a very bad leader because it means that you do something you do not want to do. You want to do something else, but you're afraid of it. So you do something you don't want to do, which is the opposite of purpose.
Let's take a short break. I'll be back right after. Okay, let's continue. We know that purpose works like a lodestar. It drives your personal decision-making. But the purpose does not only help you in your personal decisions, it is also a motor for better group decision making.
In ever-changing situations, this is super important. Like, things change sometimes from day to day. You have information, and the next day maybe you plan an event, and the next day you get new information. And if you have to wait for a week until you meet the team again, this change will affect this thing you're planning. But if you have a purpose and you know the basic most important driver that is common, you can easily take that decision alone.
Building that group purpose is a collaboration, whether you agree with your team or not. But actually, the way a purpose is developed is with the participation of everybody in the team. The initial agreement does not come from one person only, as developing a purpose requires the whole team's involvement.
If we're dealing with a team that has a team purpose and change is happening, we usually do the habit building like this. We ask the people, please write down 3 things you can do in everyday life within the next 6 weeks to contribute to the purpose in this situation. And then we listen to everybody. So if you're a group of 12 people and everybody writes down 3 possible things, after this round of 36 possibilities to actually act and not stay in, unable to do anything. So you get inspired from all the others and you realize, okay, there is a lot we actually can do. Also in these times of uncertainty, of not knowing what exactly will happen.
When we develop a purpose with a team, you are participating as a team member in setting the purpose of the team, and automatically you will also bring in your own perspectives and what's important to you and build that purpose with the others.
Having a purpose that is written and developed with the participation of everybody, including yourself, will shape everything.
For me, more and more, purpose becomes this kind of stable thing that everything else evolves around.
And things will be faced from a calm place within ourselves.
You can just look at the emotions you have, but you know what you really want. It's your lodestar.
And as Nadia said earlier, it is something you train all the time.
We talk about really thinking about what can I try out that contributes to my purpose? What can I do more to make my purpose true? What can I do less to let my purpose shine more?
And it will open the way to welcome whatever comes towards you.
And the most important reason for that is that you are basing your decisions on the purpose.
We've seen today that change, though scary and unpredictable, can be addressed from a place of security and stability. This place is found in your purpose, in what really drives you. Knowing that will ground and guide you through your decisions. It is a lodestar that shines a clear light and casts shadows of doubts and helps us see uncomfortable situations from a calm perspective. Getting used to this light requires training and patience. First, change needs to be addressed, and then slowly you can decide what fits you or not. And change will be welcome a bit more easier than you would have initially thought. If you have questions, burning questions about purpose that you want Laurent and Nadia to answer, just drop me a vocal per email at steve@generation-purpose.org and we will answer it in a coming episode. Thank you and take care.